Hello everybody, welcome back. So today, actually this is my very old amplifier, and I don't even know how much power it has. Something I'm using it I think for more than 15 years, and I'm not sure when it was manufactured, but I think it's fair to say it has almost 30 years. So why do you think it's inside after this time? Well, let's see together. For some reason the video stopped and I kept on talking here by myself, and I already started a little bit of cleaning. Yeah, but you can see the state of the amplifier after, I don't know, maybe 30 years or so, and everything's okay, it's working. We have one problem, and that's it. It has it can drive 4 speakers, but the ones from the top, I think on the other side of the PCB the solder has cracked after this many years, and probably after moving this thing is a lot of times. Yeah, so this is the main reason why we would open it. I don't want to throw it away. It's a very good piece of equipment if it lasted this long. And we also want to replace, of course, the thermal paste behind these, because why not, if you are already opening. So I'm actually planning to take everything apart. Hopefully we can put it back together and it will still work. Yeah, so yes, I already started, like I said, cleaning. Yeah, and it's actually doesn't look so bad after you get down all the dust. Yeah, look. So there is a difference even after just one brush. Alright. Okay, so I have a vacuum cleaner right here beside me, and I will try to first free up all the dust with the brush, and after that we will vacuum it. Yeah, and one after one we will take out this board and see what's on the other side. Alright, so we have the main board out, and it was pretty easy. It's very well designed. It comes out with everything here. So just a few screws and the whole board is out, and we can clean like we want to everywhere here. So the problem, like I told you, I hope I can show it to you. Yes, so you see there are some minor cracks in the solder, and this is why one part of the system is not working. It's still usable, it's still you still have the option for 2 speakers, still stereo, but yeah, why not repair it, because it's just 1 or 2 points of solder and we are done. And actually the backside of the board looks amazing. It doesn't even have dust after so many years. Even here the radiators are not that dirty, so, and everything looks like it came from the factory. So yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of flux here and there, but even on other parts of the board, but the soldering is it looks like exactly as it came from the factory. Alright, so I guess this is far as I want to go. I took out everything from the bottom. I didn't take down anything from here. There is not much dirt, and there's really no way how it can get behind the dot circuit, and we only have some buttons here in the front, so nothing really that I'm concerned of. So we will not take those down. And we cleaned the inside as much as possible. We cleaned the board also. Yeah, and now I think I'm gonna take down that heatsink and also solder the outputs. And The problem is I do not have thermal grease here, so probably I will have to get it, and we'll continue tomorrow the assembly. Also, we took out the transformer, and I think this is 70% of the weight of the whole unit. It's a really robust piece. And I have also found the model and serial number right here on the back, and I will do a search online to see if everything comes back, but I knew I did this in the past and couldn't really find out much of this than the picture, and I believe it should also have a remote, which I don't have. I bought it second hand. So who knows where the remote is, and I believe that this should be a sensor for the remote. No, here. Yes, here is the sensor, and also I think this here is a little servo motor that can drive the volume up and down, and probably the power also will work kind of the same. Yeah, but that's missing. I tried with all type of remotes, and I couldn't get to do anything, so who knows. Anyway, if somebody knows some information about the remote, then I would like to know also. Alright, so yes, let's solder the board, the correct solder points, and after that we'll see you tomorrow, because I don't have the thermal paste here. Alright, so we cleaned the board pretty well, I would say so. So clearly there's a big difference between now and when we open the amplifier. And now I want to remove this heatsink from here. But yeah, I removed all the screws, but there is still one there. And there's no way I can get the screwdriver because it's right behind this big capacitor. So the only way to do it, yes, is to desolder from here. And what I actually like, as you see, it's not really a true hole soldering. I think it's enough just to heat up and we can pull away, because all in these parts the PCB is it has a gap. Yeah, so I don't know, I think it's a really interesting and also practical design for changing these components, yeah, when needed, because it's really hard, you know, you have to put low melt solder and so on to push the part out, and this way I think it's more practical, just pull them away. And one thing I also saw, it's one-sided PCB, so all the circuits are on this side and all the components are on the other side, but there is actually no trace for the PCB here. We have all these jumpers, let's say, and this is what is conducting on this side. So everything is through hole, and on this side we have only jumpers or vias or whatever. Yeah, okay, so I will need to get out my soldering iron, and I will get the big one this time. We will not use the station for this because we need a lot of heat here, yeah, and it's better to use a more powerful solder gun. It's not a gun, but yeah. So this is it. It's a 60 watt and a really thick nozzle, yeah, or point, and I will gonna heat up and pull away all the heatsink all together, yeah. I will not be able to record it because I don't have nothing to put the phone here at home, so we will see after I take it down. So actually, first, before taking down the heat exchanger, the radiator first, I did solder all of these connections. Only one was broken, but anyway, I went ahead and soldered them all. Yeah, now we clean the flux from here, and also from here we took down the radiator. Of course, we used some wick because there was a lot of solder there. And I don't know what you say, but I think it will not hurt changing this grease here on the radiator and also on the transistors. Yeah, so it really looks like it was a good decision to do this also. Yeah, okay, so again I will clean all of this, and yeah, we will put the grease and we'll see. So it's the next day, we are back, and as you can see, I could not resist to clean this properly. So I took even this part off, the front together, and I put everything in the bathtub, and with a really good degreaser I managed to clean this case really nicely, and now I can say I'm satisfied with this. So what's next is to put back the transformer first. Let me grab it. So it's right here. It's a pity that I could not put this also in the bathtub. That would be nice, yeah. Then it would be perfectly clean, but yeah, even now it's much better than it was. So okay, we will just mount these parts together, and then we will go ahead and put back the radiator on the main board, and yeah, we'll see after that. Alright, so after mounting the transformer back, now we have the board here, and also the radiator for the transistors, and I'm thinking about how it's best to do it, because here we also had this kind of, I don't think it's an insulator because that would not make sense, but I think it's a protection between the aluminium and the metal, the back of the transistor, because somewhere I think I heard something about if two different metals touch together, after a while one of them will get oxidated, and I believe this is why it's done. So we have here this kind of silicone grease, yeah, thermal paste, and I know when I opened this we had paste on both sides. So we had a little bit of paste on this side. This was mounted here, and after that we had a little bit of paste also on the back of the transistor. So let's see, I think this is the way to go. We will put a little bit of grease on this, yeah. So now we are done with the heatsink, yeah. We mounted all 4 insulations, and now we are gonna put the same paste, yeah, on the transistors. So we will start, let's say, on this side. Oh, you cannot see. Alright, so now all of these are done also, and it's time to put back the radiator, yeah. So it will be really interesting. We have to put it from the below, and then we have to solder this back because it was soldered on the other side. I think that will be fine. Yes, this is in. This is also in, so we will have to fix it with screws, and then we can mount everything back. Let's see how this goes. We should see a little bit of grease coming out, and I think that's just perfect. I think it's the right quantity, not too much. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more than it came from the factory, but I did not exaggerate, so I think this will be fine. Right now I will do the rest, and then we will solder the back. We will put it back in the case. Alright, so I have the flux, a little bit of change of strategy, and I unplugged the soldering iron so it will get a little bit cooler. Hopefully still hot enough, because I noticed here the board is a little bit old and a little bit of the track is gone, but I think we can still do fine. So even now, with this unplugged, it's really hot. So I don't know how they filled this up in the factory. It wasn't perfect on both sides. Probably there is a too big of a gap here. But I mean, it will be fine. It's just a ground, so it's not really holding anything. It's just a ground for the radiator. Yeah, I think now it's okay. This part didn't. This track is gone. I can't believe it. For why? What reason? I have no idea. Anyway, we have the rest connected. Let me remove the iron, and I think it's fine. I mean, this one is perfect. Yeah, so this is even better than it was, and this one is connected on one side, pretty good. So I'm pretty sure this will not be a problem. Just a little bit of something on my mind, on my conscience, let's say so. Alright, so it's the moment of truth, yeah? So we connected everything, fitted everything back like it was. Yeah, it's much cleaner. I hope I can get a before and an after picture, yeah? And so there is only one thing to do, and that's put it in the outlet and let's see. I'm not gonna test it with music. We have a relay here. If this relay clicks, then everything is fine. I promise I didn't do it before. Let's see if the power is off. Okay, and we will see if we will have smoke or what. Yeah, and the relay clicked. All it remains for me to put the plug back, the case, and that's it. Yeah, so actually I didn't repair anything. It was just a little bit of cleanup after a lot of years. Yeah, and if you do this or try to do something like this, please always take care that the unit is unplugged, and do this only if you are really sure what you are doing, because you can get really electrocuted. And here I have the case, which I also cleaned and this looks almost like brand new also. Okay, so guys, this is it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Bye bye.